Hey, it is Tuesday afternoon, July 30th. I am at Six Flags Great America today to check out some of the teasers they have up around the park for the new attraction that's coming in 2025. I've seen some of these online. I've not seen them in person myself. So I decided I would pop in here really quick just to check those out and leave. That's all the time I have. And I'm that much of a nerd. But yes, I will come here, park, just go in to see these with my own eyes. It's only 2 banners up yet, I believe, and they've been, I think, on Thursdays posting these teasers, so I'm a couple days early for maybe when one might come this week, but you know, I had some time, wanted to see it myself, so let's do this together, shall we? Starting first here, here's the current status of the entryway outside Great America. Take a look. So here we go with whatever's going on outside the entrance here. You can see still all white with some flags on the top. It looks like they're moving all of this forward a bit more, closer to the parking lot. They still have not announced quite what's going on here yet, or why this is happening, but maybe we'll get more info, or just have more space for people to gather, like at the entrance once they get in, but I don't know. All right, so here we are in the Marti Gras section of Great America. You can see the Big Easy balloons right there behind me. And this is the first spot where a teaser popped up. There was a banner, but I think the banner's gone now from the fence, from where it was before. But I'm just gonna show you this area, and we can talk about the possibilities a little bit that come with it, because there's a lot of potential. I'm not sure that the new attraction for next year is going into the space here, but it's a very intriguing plot of land and possibility that could happen. Let's flip around. So here it is from a little bit further away. And this is where the Marti Gras hangover was, the big giant Larson loop. But you can see the whole area is fenced off now there. But you could easily fit a good sized roller coaster train or station in here. And you could have a lift hill coming from that area going up over this midway. You could have the station there, and then the ride going up like this over into this area right here behind me, where Roaring Rapids currently sits idle, doing nothing back here. It's been closed this whole season, off and on for the past, I don't know how many years. It's barely operated at all. And it is just a massive plot of land back here where you could fit a substantial, really cool roller coaster that could do all kinds of, I mean, just the possibilities are really endless back here with the amount of land that you have. So I'm gonna walk around here a little bit further, and we'll walk up here, and you'll see the sign is gone from Roaring Rapids. There's not even a sign here anymore. It's roped off, and the area where the kind of overlook where you could stand and blast people who are on the ride, that's even closed off too, where you can go in there and kind of poke around. But you can see, I mean, if you've been to the park before, you know this, but if you're from out of town, like, this is a huge area that is just got this is a raft ride, you know, one of the Intamin rapid raft rides that, you know, it's just closed. It's unfortunate because it is one of, like, my son's favorite rides, these raft rides. It's been closed, but if it's just gonna sit empty like this, I'd much rather see a really cool coaster, some kind of attraction go here. But you can see from over there where that is, you could come up over the midway and then just have this whole area to do things and then go back, which would be it would be incredible. It would be, you could, I mean, think of anything that you could fit in here. It would be huge. So I'm not certain that that's where the new attraction is going next year, but I do think that this plot of land could be put to good use, and likely will be. And here we are, the place in question, right outside the Demon, looking across to the former Buccaneer Battle right here. I'm gonna walk up to this area. This ride's been closed for a while now. It is off the map. It is going bye-bye, right? So the question has always been, what are they gonna do with the space? And this is where the new teaser popped up this last week. So you can see not a lot of action happening here. You can't see, you know, I've seen pictures that there's a crane maybe here, but I don't see it up and doing any work today, at least. The ride is still intact back there. The station's still there. The buckets from back there that were dumping water are still there. So it's not like the place has been cleared out yet. Still a lot of work to remove all that. from the area, but we'll walk across the midway here and I'll show you this. Take a look. Here we go. The new teaser. Where you see the Demon Lift Hill going up here. Right underneath that is this area here where they put a haunted house during Fright Fest most of the time. I can't remember what this haunted house is called in this area, but it's kind of a small footprint. But you've got the banner that just went up last week, says Shedding Skin. It's got 2 eyes. This is a link in this QR code that takes you to a Wordle if you have not done it yet. I'm going to spoil what the answer is on the custom Wordle they made. The answer is demon, which this looks very demonic. Fear of the Wrath is the hashtag, and it's sitting right next to the demon. With the Fear of the Wrath hashtag, there have been reports that Six Flags has trademarked the name Wrath of Rakshasa, which, if you look it up, is a demonic creature. So it would make sense to put a demon-themed ride in this area next to the demon. And I know a lot of people saying, oh, this must mean that the demon's going bye-bye if they put demon in the Wordle and everything else. I don't get the sense that's happening right now. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like we would have gotten more of a heads up with the demon because it's been here for so long. Like, hey, last chance is to ride the demon, but maybe we'll hear that in the next couple weeks. And this indeed will be a section of the park here where they use this area and that whole demon footprint to build a new attraction. However, I do think, going back from my last theory with the Marti Gras area, I do think you could fit a substantially good-sized roller coaster station in here with some queue back in this area, and that could go up over this midway here and dive into that Buccaneer Battle section of the park. And on the other end of that Buccaneer Battle section is a go-kart track that is massive. It's over a service road in the middle of the park, but you could easily go over that with a coaster too, and you could have a ton of room back there to play around with coaster track and do all kinds of fun things. If you're coming back up over this area and you want to get higher up, I mean, 150 to 200, like 180-ish maybe, and you could go down into that Buccaneer Battle spot and then use that go-kart area on the other end. I took some video over there so you can see what I'm talking about. And you could put a substantially sized coaster between these areas. Now, could you go up over this midway, or would you just close this down and make people walk all the way around through Southwest Territory to get back here? I don't know. But I think it would be cool to kind of go over somehow and have people walk under it. That would be fun. I'm not sure what the safety concerns are with that and everything else. Gosh, it would also be really cool if you could figure out a way to make a tunnel under this midway, and if they do end up putting a dive coaster, a B&M dive coaster in here, you could have it dive underneath the midway somehow, where people will walk over it and watch people diving into a tunnel and coming back up. That's a substantial project that would take a lot of time. And the fact that there's nothing being done out here yet tells me that that's maybe not happening for next year, because that would be a really complicated project. But I've been wrong before, and I'd be more than happy to. But if you're just looking back in here, there's just a good amount of space between this area and over there. Even if you were just using Buccaneer Battle and not the go-karts, it's a good spot. It's a space where you could put a pretty fun little coaster in there. The other interesting thing is, besides that teaser over there, in this area, there is a sign back there that just says "Caution, Mysterious Sign" or something. That's when you're looking into this stretch of grass and trees here. So is that kind of a tell that something's going on back here? This dead space right here is going to be utilized for something, and we're going to find out what it is. So that's where we stand with this right now. All right, so there you have it. That was last week's teaser that you're seeing there. Still waiting on this week. Again, it's Tuesday right now, so usually on Thursday they've been posting those and putting something up here in the park. So I'm a little late getting out here, but maybe I'll be able to get here on Thursday too and check it out if they put something up. But I would love to hear your theories about this. I posted on Facebook a couple days ago the Screamscape rumor that a B&M dive coaster was coming here that could be a clone of Dr. Diabolical down at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. I've also heard those rumors for a couple years now that a dive coaster would be coming here to Great America at some point, that would make sense to fit it there. I don't know that they would do an exact clone of Dr. Diabolical. I just have a feeling that they would want to go a little bigger than that. Seeing Great America's history with wanting to have some kind of records broken with every coaster they pretty much install here. So, hey, this is Chicago, right? You gotta have something big. This is #3 market in the country, so you gotta have something big here. So, we'll see. I think a dive coaster would really be popular here, honestly. I know as coaster enthusiasts who travel across the country, I've been on quite a few dive coasters, so I know that's the wrap on them, is that once you're an enthusiast and you go to a bunch of parks, they all kind of feel the same. But for the general public who's never been on one before, and having like a 7+ across row where you can sit with all your friends and go on these and watch people on them from below, they're just a really great addition, I think, to any park to have them. And the closest dive coaster here is 4+ hours, 5+ hours away down at Cedar Point. So that's I think it would be a great fit to get one of these here eventually. If that's coming next year, we'll see. Or could it be something else? We just don't know. But just to wrap this up, 2 plots of land for a significant attraction to be added here. So for a park that's pretty much landlocked, that's exciting. It's exciting to have that to work with. And hopefully with the new management and everything that's going on with the merger, that they really look at all that and think, like, what could we really do to put this park on the map when it comes to really great attractions. One more thing that I would love to have, and a lot of enthusiasts might complain to me about this. I would kind of hope that if they do add like a big dive coaster here, that next plot of land, put in a Big Bear Mountain awesome multi-launch family coaster. Something that, yes, you have Whizzer here right behind me clicking and clanging, but other than that, to have another like thrill attraction that everyone from small kids to grandma can go on and love it, just go down to Dollywood at Pigeon Forge in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, if you've never been down there, and go ride Big Bear Mountain and tell me that every park shouldn't have one of those. It would be awesome to have a ride like that here at Great America for people of all ages to ride. That's still thrilling. So that's my hope, at least one day, for something like that to come here. But tell me what you think. What would you like to see added to the park? What do you think is going to be added? What would you like to see added to the park? Leave in the comments below. And as always, we'll keep you posted here and as well on TV. See you later.